All right.
Charleston Southern coach Gabe Giardina and the team coming off a home loss against Bryant this past weekend. They're going to be back at home. It's their home finale when they host Tennessee State, who has won 4 in a row, one of the hotter teams in the league. So, Coach, some thoughts on your team, and then we'll go to some questions.
Yeah, we're just in the middle of what has been a season of tremendous growth. We're didn't feel like we played our best game last week, as a team, and so just looking forward to trying to get back out on the grass and prove that we're a better football team than we showed on Saturday. At the same time, Bryant and Zevi, quarterback, really played a tremendous game. Really good plan by Coach Merritt, what they're doing, and then they won, a lot of the their game plan stuff. They took some shots, they took some chances, and they hit them. And so I was proud of our offensive line. I think it was the best, overall yards per carry, rushing performance we've had all season, which was great. And proud to see that growth out of our guys. And big test this week. Tennessee State's playing really good. Terrell Allen's leading the nation in sacks at 4.5 in last week. Obviously a very good player. Kid on the other side, Chris Walker, pretty good player too. And they're playing 2 quarterbacks, which both played pretty well, and they're pretty balanced on offense. Going for about $160. Throwing and running. So, very balanced attack, well-coached team, and excited to get back out there and compete.
What you were saying about the game and what Brian did and their quarterback, how much sometimes is it, no matter what your game plan is, sometimes it just doesn't work, and a team's just so better. Was it a little bit of your mistakes and how well they played? How do you describe the game there?
Well, I actually thought they just played harder than we did. I think they wanted it a little bit more, which is not good for us as a team. And we've had to assess some deep dives on some of that. And then a couple times we feel like we got the quarterback dead to rights and slips out of a sack and makes a big play and converts a 3rd down. So kudos to them and their plan for us. And what they kind of put together, and guys just made plays. I mean, that's at the end of the day, you got to be good enough to go out there and make contested plays, and they made a lot of those, and we didn't make very many. And it's not I don't think a fact that we're not good enough. It's just, hey, at that moment we didn't rise up, to the occasion, whether it was a fundamental thing or hey, we're playing inside leverage on a guy that's way inside a hash, and then they fade us up. We just got to play smarter. And a little bit of reflection of our team, as far as, the youth on our team, and I saw a stat the other day, we were playing 32 freshmen and sophomores in our 2 deep, the youngest team in SCS football. And I look at Tennessee State's defense, and it's all juniors and seniors and grad guys. And so, just a little bit of who we are, but we're not going to get discouraged, and we're not going to I guess throw away opportunities to keep going out there and competing and playing the game we love and showing everybody how much we love each other.
When you get to game 9 or 10 of the season, like those freshmen and sophomores, they've obviously learned a lot. Have you seen that growth in a lot of them? Like they're way different than preseason camp.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're a much better team now than we were, which is exciting. At the same time, now we want to see some of those fruits, on Saturday. Bottom line is, we're 1-2 in the league. There's a lot of 1-2 teams. There's a lot of 2-1 teams. And so, we're totally focused on putting together a great plan to go play against, Tennessee State.
Then a little bit more about Tennessee State. You mentioned Allen in your comments. He's been the Big South OVC Defensive Player of the Week 3 straight weeks. Seems like he's playing his best. How do you scheme for a guy like this in the backfield all the time?
Well, you get number one, you got to find out where he is, and I think it's it's really a product of their whole defensive line. I mean, even the Stewart kid, he's like an anchor in there. I mean, he's big, massive guy that really moves well. And so we got to, obviously understand where, Terrell is, and, do some things protection wise to hopefully, account for him. And then, I think the thing that would help us the most is staying out of third and long. Let's stay on schedule here on first and second down, so that, they don't just get to pin their ears back and come after us.
What have you seen from their offense? They've gotten better the last couple games, and this is the most points last year they scored against a D1 team this year. So it seems maybe they've come into their flow this year.
Yeah, I just think they're real balanced. Obviously, they, you got to account for the quarterback and in their run game, and then they've got a big experienced group up front of guys who are doing a good job protecting them, and they're doing a good job of getting people open. And so it's really it's a balanced attack. And so that's the thing that is maybe that shows up a little bit more than maybe some of the other teams we've played who have been a little more run heavy or pass heavy. This is a true kind of balanced deal.
And your last chance to play at home this year, thoughts about that?
I'm excited for our seniors and the guys who are, it's the senior day is always it's a weird time. I always counsel our players that, don't think about that until after the game. We got to play, we got a game to play. And so you got to balance your emotions before the game so that you can go play well in the game. If we're just a big bag of tears out there, then we're not going to go play very well. So, at least individually at those guys it's their last football game in front of their home fans. So, it's a great thing. It's obviously a culmination of a lot of hard work. But at the same time, you gotta balance all those emotions and keep them in check. So, and I know, Kyle, that this will be the last time that we have the best inflatables up in the association. So, it'd be a bummer that we got to put those away.
Well, Coach, appreciate your time as always. Best of luck against TSU. We'll talk to you again next week.
All right. Thank you.